All right, everyone, a very, very good afternoon to each and everyone present over here. I hope you all had a great morning. Yes, the markets have opened up on a bearish sentiment, correct? So the index, the Nifty, as well as the Sensex have been bearish since morning. But as you can read, the title for today, we have been, giving out so many hot stocks, right? So many trade recommendations. And we have finally accomplished, right, what we had set out for. We have crossed the 100% profitability. So currently, as you can see right now, in terms of the last updated sheet, we were sitting at 97 profitability, right? Over the span of 28 trades. With today's IP ring, we have finally accomplished 100%, right? So, a very, very big congratulations to each and everyone who has been making sure to take trades, who has been making sure to, follow our steps and make money. All right, so I hope everyone is ready. It's been a fantastic start of the day. Yes, the indices have been bearish, but we are not bearish, right? We are bullish. We are making money. We are progressing. So make sure, everyone, that you are ready with your pen, paper, water, coffee, tea, whatever is required to keep going. All right. So, and the next important, query that had to be resolved is in terms of the language barrier. So, as and how we have more people who are going to join us in this beautiful community, we want to make sure that we are able to cater to each and everyone out there, right? So please, for people who understand English perfectly, you do not have to worry. But for people, अगर आपको लगता है कि आपकी इंग्लिश कमज़ोर है, तो मैं हिंदी में भी बात कर सकता हूँ. आप प्लीज़ नीचे चैट बॉक्स में जाइए और वहाँ पे टाइप कीजिए प्लीज टॉक इन हिंदी ऑल्सो, या फिर आप नंबर 2 आप टाइप कर सकते हैं चैट बॉक्स में. प्लीज़ आप लिखिए. अगर आप नहीं लिखोगे तो फिर मुझे नहीं पता चलेगा. सो प्लीज़, a lot of you people had requested me to talk in Hindi as well, and that is what I have been informing. Please आप नीचे chat box में लिखिए कि Harsh, please talk in Hindi also. Remember, we are in a community which has people from all walks of life, right? With all different education bases. Some are newbies, some are amateurs when it comes to technical financial trading. Some have moderate amount of information, and some are very advanced. So we have to make sure that we are able to cater to each and everyone, right? As you can see right now, based on the Excel sheet that you have been seeing, we have been sitting at a profitability of 97% percentage. But today that it has been accomplished, right? We have achieved the 100% target, right? We are going to talk about none other than IP ranks. But before that, let me give you a quick intro about myself. I am the one and only Harsh. I have 8 years of experience trading the financial markets, correct? So I trade the forex pairs, the commodity pairs such as oil, gold, silver, as well as the US based indices, right? We have the Dow Jones, we have the Nasdaq 100 and the S&P 500, correct? So currently we are also looking at the Indian stock market, right? Where we analyze the Indian indices, the Nifty and the Sensex, as well as we analyze and identify individual stocks which have opportunity to make you money. So please make sure to stay tuned, keep attending all our live streaming sessions, right? We have it going all the way from Monday till Friday. I personally make sure to provide you 3 live streaming sessions, right? The one that occurs in the morning once the stock market is up and running. The second one, as you can see right now, we still have 1 hour and 15 minutes to go for the share markets to close, right? So during this time, we try to analyze the markets and provide you with any kind of, opportunity, or for the trades that have been currently running. We want to make sure that we can improvise and adjust according to the market conditions. The third live streaming session takes place once the stock market has closed for the day, right? And then our major emphasis focus shifts to education in terms of technical analysis, right? So when you're getting a trifactor benefit of all the best possibilities that one can endure, you are not missing anything. You are gaining a lot of value from us, all right? I am more of a technical trader who specializes in various technical analysis, correct? So I specialize in supply demand, trend analysis, order flow analysis, Fibonacci ratio trading, and the list goes on and on. We at Dolphin Markets are here to provide you with the best sort of information available out there. Remember, we are providing you analysis, trading opportunities, and education. So when you're getting such a trifactor of benefits, we are trying to put our best foot forward so that you can understand, you can analyze for yourself, and take the right decision. Remember, we are just entering the Indian markets, right? That is the entire point for us to showcase our potential in terms of proving our capabilities in the Indian share market. And if we can provide such extraordinary levels of performance in the Indian share market, you can be very well rest assured that we will be providing you with much more value in the international markets, correct? In the forex, the commodities such as oil, gold, silver, as well as CFDs, right? There are many indices on our platform, right from the US indices such as S&P 500, Dow Jones, Nasdaq. We even have the FTSE 100, the UK index. We have the French index. We have many in the indices, right? So our main ultimate motive over here is to prove our trading capabilities to you beautiful people by trading the Indian share market. And if we can perform well in the Indian share market, we can perform much better in the international markets, in the forex, commodities, and CFD markets, right? So I hope everyone has got a good gist, a good understanding as to what we are doing over here. Remember, we are making sure to to provide you with the best amount of trading opportunities and analysis perspective, correct? So please make sure to stay tuned. Please make sure to attend all our live streaming sessions, for it is going to make you richer, all right? Now let's go quickly and look at TradingView to see how the stocks, how our watch list has been performing. And as we were talking, today's YouTube title, the heading of today's live streaming session: will IP rings hotstock go up again? Whether it will go up again or not is the second concern. Remember, we had provided you with this trading opportunity. Let me open the Excel sheet. I hope people can see it. All right. So we had provided you with IP rings, and this is the current trade idea that has been accomplished. All right. So the trade idea was provided to you on 16th of October. All right, almost 2 weeks back, with an entry at around 230 and a 5% target at around 242. All right, that was the first entry that we had provided, but as well we had provided you with the second, the latest entry, which was a couple of days back, right? I hope people can see my screen. Okay, so the entry was provided at 200 with a first target at 210, 215. So for people who have already started to be a part of our community and started to take action. Remember, people can think a lot, people can visualize a lot, but if people are not taking action, it does not turn out to be fruitful. But nonetheless, as you can see, the prices, right, have been shooting up right from the second entry that we had provided to you. Price is right now almost at an 8.8% profitability, right? 7.7 to 8% profitability. I mean, men and women, imagine, the potential that we're able to bring to you. Yes, we had given you this trading opportunity based on technicalities, based on as well as fundamental analysis, correct? So I hope people who have taken this trade have been making money. I'm sure Sophia would be doing well. Apparently, Sophia is not with currently in the chat group. Maybe she might come in later. But nonetheless, for people who have started to take this trade, remember we have already started to, we have achieved our 5% target and it's crossed. It's almost gone to 8%, right? Let me repeat it, 8% profitability on one trading opportunity, on one hot stock, right? In a span of how many days? The trade idea was given on 30th, right? So in one, two, three, in 3 working days, we have been able to generate around 5 to 8% profitability, right? Let me quickly show you the sheet again and let us make sure that we update it as well, since IP rings had been provided previously also at around 230, right? So from the entry at, let me just open my calculator, with the entry at 200 and with the previous entry at 230, we have an average price of 215. All right, so let me mark it over here with an average price of 215. Just give me a minute. I have to make sure that I'm putting in the right values. So right now, where price is currently sitting at, that is the current location at which we have been, that is up, that is the area where we would be, having the average price, right? Let me write it down. The average price is nothing but the average of the two trades. Remember, we had provided to you, so we are going to get the average price at 215. All right, the first entry was given to you at 230. The second entry was given 4 days back on the 30th of October at 200, right? So once we get the average of the two trades, as you can see, we should be sitting at, the current average price comes to 215. So nonetheless, for people who have taken trades on the top and for people who have added positions, right now you are sitting, where the prices have just started to make money, right? Since the above trade currently is giving a small loss, but the lower trade is compromising it, right? It's filling in the gap by showcasing that yes, there is strong potential. I hope people are aware of this, and I hope people are utilizing this to their advantage, right? So hopefully this can turn out to be a good trade. Yes, there is strong potential for the manufacturing sector to appreciate. Right now, it is only the manufacturing sector which has been bullish in terms of its sentiment. All the other sectors right now are still bearish. We did cover up about the Nifty, where it's still almost a 9% correction, right? But nonetheless, we providing you with trading opportunities which are making money, and definitely, So I feel that we should go and update the price of the second entry, which is currently sitting at around 7.5, right? So let me go and let me update the data. As you can see, the last line, sorry, since we have two trades running, right? Let's not just keep running ahead, but since we have two trades running, yes, prices have come back to break even. I agree completely. But for a lot of you people who have taken trades later, who have not been aware that we had provided a trading opportunity on the 16th of October, and for those people who are only aware that we had taken a trade on 30th of October, see, with as and how people are becoming a part of this community, we are also trying our level best to provide you with opportunities on a regular basis. So there might be people who have been recently onboarded with us, who have started to understand the potential that we bring, and based on that, for people, if they have entered at 200, right, for IP rings, we would highly advise you, to start closing positions, because this is the place where you would be sitting at right now at around 7.5% profitability. Remember, like, these trades are live. Remember, they have been provided to you, and the market has been, conducting the way it functions. Right now, with the second entry at 7.5 and prices just at the average price, for people who have taken the above trades, right now you have just started, to make money. So, nonetheless, prices are moving up. We are currently, almost inching, almost progressing towards the 100% profitability. We have almost succeeded, right? So please understand the potential that we are able to bring to you. Quickly, if we do want to check, how the statistics have performed for this particular company based on a fundamental aspect, right? So let us quickly go and see. All right, so IP rings, as you can see, I hope everyone can see my screen, correct? Okay. Well, in terms of performance, it is showing that it hasn't fared well, but currently with almost a 10.72 appreciation of price, we would see the performance to change, right? Valuation seems to be heavy, growth seems to be lagging, profitability seems to be average, entry point, the stock is not in the overbought zone. So it is a good time, for people to start buying before it gets overpriced, correct? And no red flags whatsoever, correct? In terms of key metrics, we have a PE, price to earning ratio, at a negative 127, which is quite extensive. But since fundamental data is based on a yearly minimum, on a quarterly basis, to an average of a yearly basis, we have a PB ratio of around 2.35. The sector PE is at 38, so the company's PE ratio has been not to the mark. The sector PB has been at 6.75, so the PB ratio of the company is quite adequate. And in terms of its financials, let us quickly have a look at what the financials are showcasing. Well, in terms of revenue, as you can see, the main motive of any company is to generate revenue, right? The overall, any company in any part of the world, its main priority, its main motive is to make revenue. It's to make profits, correct? So yes, for the last for the last 3 years, the prices have been appreciating, right? With the trailing 12-month coming at 324, which is quite substantial. And earnings before income tax and depreciation, well, prices have been slightly based on the last year. The prices have been at 26, but when it does come to net income, there has been a slight depreciation in the year 20, in the financial year of 2024. But the last 12 months trailing has been at negative 1.95, so it is shrinking. Correct. Coming to the balance sheet, we have the current assets right now. Remember, when we are looking at the balance sheet, generally a company, especially that is into manufacturing, its assets should be increasing and its liabilities should be decreasing, right? In terms of the year progress, the values have definitely risen. Well, in terms of assets also, there was a slight significant increase in assets, slightly below compared to the year 2024. But coming to the liabilities have been going up. But in terms of its asset management, or the ratio of the assets to the liabilities, the assets are on the higher side. So that is a good sign for the company. All right. Then looking at the cash flow, how much cash is being, circulated, or how much of cash reserves does the company have to maintain its day-to-day operations, correct? So the net change in cash has been, was in a deficit in the year 2022. But as you can see, in the year 2023 and 2024, they have risen, right, compared to the year 2022. Changes in working capital is okay. Capital expense, free cash flow is important. So compared to 2022, 2023 was quite substantial for the company. Yes, 2024 has been slightly less compared to 2023. But nonetheless, when you're looking at a company from a fundamental aspect where majorly the data provided are quite adequate, to look at the possibility of taking trades. Coming then to the technical analysis, as we would be seeing, prices definitely have been in a clear uptrend. with the prices coming and correcting. Correct. Let me draw the arrow. 1 second. Sorry, the path. So there had been a strong uptrend in price, yes, with the correction taking place. But since prices are coming to areas of interest where big institutions are willing to purchase, and that is exactly what price has been performing. So as you can see, for people who have taken the trade, please make sure to close your trade. For people who have taken the second entry, right? I'm talking about the entry at level 200, right? For those people who had entered at the previous level of 230 and have also taken an additional position at 200, the average price comes to 215, 215. And for that, we have just hit the average price of the two trades. So the cost, or sorry, the price, since we bought it at a cheaper price, the average cost has come lower, has been discounted, and that is exactly where price is sitting as of now. I hope people are able to understand. If there are any doubts, any queries, any questions, please make sure to comment down. Let me know if there is any way that I can resolve them, and I will do my best, right? And please make sure to keep the chat box as interactive as possible. Remember, we do provide you with trading opportunities, but it is also a two-way, you need to have communication. Without communication, yes, I am doing my part by providing you with analysis, by providing you with trading opportunities as well as education. But if I'm not able to get the response of our beautiful community, it gets a little hard for me to analyze and judge how well am I being able to promote the information that is beneficial to you. Correct. So please make sure you have any queries, any questions, or if you just want to say hi, please comment down so that I would be aware how many people are in the chat room, and then I can make sure to analyze and give my best performance. All right. So I hope people have understood the performance of what we provide, right? A clear live example in front of you with a trade opportunity given at 200. Right now, price is sitting at 214, right? A 14.8 rupees appreciation from the stock price of 200. So it is commendable for people who have taken this trade at the position size of 10 to 15% are doing well. We are currently sitting at a 7.5 price appreciation. So many people would be asking me that, Harsh, then isn't it the right time to update the Excel sheet? But there is a caveat, and the caveat is this, that yes, we do have, running. We have two trades of IP rings. Remember, not one, but two. So we have to make sure that we are able to take a decision which can benefit both the trades. But for people who have just entered on the second entry at 200, are more than welcome to close their trades and book profits, right? You might be sitting almost at a 6 to a 7.5 profitability. So please, I mean, I would highly suggest you to do it. All right. If you haven't done it, please make sure to 1 second. Please make sure to go and close the trades, because we are here to make money, right? Remember, since the time of its inception, we have been making sure to maintain, a clear and detailed list of trading opportunities that we have provided to you, as well as whether the trades are running, or the trades have been booked for the profit, or the trades have been closed for whatever reason. But please see the power, right? 27 trades from 18th of September all the way till today, 24th, right? We are currently sitting. When we total the profit rates, I hope people can see the value, right? The profit rate comes to 97. 1 second, sorry, I'm not showing you the screen. Give me a minute. So once I total all the closed trades profitabilities, right? We are sitting at a 97. I hope people can see my mouse, right? A 97 profitability. with the current IP rings trade running, I mean, it will be phenomenal, right? We have technically crossed the 100% profitability rate, correct? But for those people who had entered, previously, this is the time where we are back to, average price, where we have just again started to make money cumulatively, right? With both the trades combined together. I hope people are able to understand. I hope people are understanding. Please do make sure that and be aware that previously we were having these longer live trading sessions which were almost continuing for an hour and a half, but now keeping the valuable time of our beloved community members, we want to make sure that we can condense the time, because not everyone has 1.5 hour or 1 hour 20 minutes to for each and every trading session, correct? For each and every live streaming session. So we have taken the call to shrink the duration of our live streaming session from 1 hour 20 minutes to 1 hour, right? So in less amount of time we can provide you with more value. I hope that makes more sense. I hope this is a sign of relief for many of you out there, because you have been asking that, yes Harsh, you are great in explaining the trading opportunity, the trading strategies. The hot stocks are doing fantastic. Yes, there are going to be ups and downs, but 1.5 hour, 1 hour, 20 minutes, it's quite, strenuous in terms of our schedule. So if you could shrink it and, provide us with more valuable information in a short amount of time, that would be great. And that is exactly what we have done. So please make sure to stay tuned with us, right? We are trying our best in terms of providing you best value, right? And that too at zero cost. There is no other broker out there that I am aware of, or that you might be aware of, who provides such kind of value, right? At zero cost, I think there is no one out there. So please make sure to stay tuned and keep attending all our live streaming sessions, correct? So I hope people have got a good understanding of why we provide trades. Yes, there are many other trades running, correct? Where we have to make sure. Another trade opportunity that we had provided to you again at around 24th of October. October was Evantel, right? Evantel is a telecommunication equipment manufacturing company. With the entry at 165, the price has already hit 5% target, right? We had given an area of 175 to 165 to 170. Based on that, look at the way prices did react. They went and they achieved a 5% target for people who had entered at the earliest, right? Currently, where price is sitting right now, it is currently correcting because of the entire pessimistic behavior of the index as of today, right? Why there is so much of skepticism in the markets, why the indices are taking a toll on, why are the companies not performing well. There is a lot of anticipation for tomorrow. I hope you all are aware that tomorrow is the United States of America's election day, right? So the new president will be elected tomorrow. So there is a lot of, skepticism, uncertainty, a lot of clash of opinions as to who's going to win. So with that keeping in mind, the Nifty has been having a bearish sentiment, as well as the Sensex. Okay, so please bear in mind, people are asking why. One of the reasons, all right, I'm not saying that this is the only reason, but one of the reasons has been this. The second reason has definitely been, we had discussed it in the morning, but quickly, for those people who were not able to join with us in the morning, for them I am showcasing it again. And that is that the FIIs have still been, towards taking out funds from the economy and either investing it in gold, which is a safe haven, or in other stable economies, right? But the surprising part is where the DII, the domestic institutional investors, have been for the first time in a while at a deficit, right? Negative. So generally, when the FIIs are pulling out funds from the economy, the DIIs are, filling in the gap by flushing the economy with liquidity. But this is happening after quite a while, where the DIIs are also, overall bearish, or they are currently, even they are pumping out from the economy based on the uncertainty which holds tomorrow, correct? So please be aware of these points, and totally we are at a deficit, right? So negative 211.9 crores of the FIIs pulling out the funds, and the deficit of negative 37 crores of DI. So the overall, nature, or the overall sentiment of the market has been bearish, right? And that is the reason, as you can see, there has been a fall, especially with today. Today, the entire movement or the range of price has been at a deficit of almost 2%, right? 10,000 points, right? So, no problem. Nonetheless, we are still making money, correct? The manufacturing sector has been doing phenomenal, right, as of today. And the manufacturing sector is the only sector as of now which is doing great, all right? I hope people are able to understand. Even in terms of, the other opportunity that we had provided, we had provided you with trading opportunities on RBL Bank. So currently the prices had started to go in our favor, but yes, with the current space, because in the other sectors which are underperforming, like the banking and the financial institution sector, um, the FMCG sector, the telecommunication sector, they have been taking a toll, correct? The pharma sector especially. So with all of the indices being bearish, right? But nonetheless, we take trades based on understanding the fundamentals of the company, as well as, technical analysis. So currently, we have been seeing prices appreciating. Yes, they have been correcting, but nonetheless, the prices are appreciating in value, right? The other trade we had provided was Muthoot Finance. Still, there has been, a correction that is taking place. So corrections are inevitable, right? The market has to go up or down. The markets are dynamic in nature, and we are taking, we are analyzing or providing you with trading opportunities based on probabilities, not certainties, right? Please understand, the market is dynamic. The market runs on probabilities, not on certainties, right? Certain other trades like Annapurna are still not doing well. We did look at D-Day Plastic, which had started to show some kind of appreciation, but again, since this comes under the chemical industry, right? Process and chemical industries, it has been taking quite a significant hit. Even in terms of Hind oil exploration, we had provided you with an entry area at around 192, and right now prices, till last week we were making money because prices had crossed above the average price. But as of now, again, even the oil sector has been taking a toll, right? With the entire bearish sentiment on the index, as well as Poonawalla FinCorp, a financial corporation company, where they had seen a huge fall, right? A fall of almost around, 26 to 30% correction in a week or so. But the prices have again, reverted back to the mean. We had talked about how the moving average, right? Mean is nothing but the moving average of X number of candles, right? X number is basically the number that you denote. It could be 21, it could be 5, it could be 50, it could be 100. So I hope people are able to understand. I hope people are getting a good gist of, no matter whether the indices are not performing well or they might be performing, extraordinarily well. We are trying to showcase you that are we able to make money, right? Are we able to generate profits? And that is the entire crux of what we are planning to do, right? Hope it makes sense. Please bear in mind again that yes, we have shrunk our live streaming sessions from 1.5 hour to 1 hour, so that in a short amount of time we can provide you with more value, right? More value in terms of analysis, more value in terms of providing you with trading opportunities that can make you money, right? And once the stock market has closed, during the third live streaming session, we would be providing you with technical analysis education, right? with the onset of the US elections just around the corner. It's tomorrow, just one day more, and we would be, the world would be getting to know who would be the next president of the United States of America. So there is so much online. The competition is so stiff. There is neck to neck competition as to who's going to win, whether Donald Trump is going to win, whether Mrs. Kamala Harris is going to win. But nonetheless, with a lot of uncertainty, with a lot of, skepticism, with a lot of indecisiveness or excitedness in terms of who's going to win, the markets, they go crazy, they go up and down, right? We did even cover a small nugget, like I would call it, a pretty interesting concept which we had, one second, which I had disclosed to you, but I would want to disclose it again, and that is the Nifty IT index, right? The Nifty IT index, as I have been, saying it for the last couple of weeks, last couple of days, sorry, that there is a general consensus that if Trump wins the index, the Nifty IT index, right, they're talking of the top IT companies, top 15, if I'm not wrong, top 15 IT companies listed right on the Nifty. And if those are kind of having a bearish, if the index is having a bearish sentiment, that generally kind of attunes more towards Mr. Trump winning. On the other hand, if the prices were appreciating, there would be a higher probability of Mrs. Harris winning. But since the competition is so stiff, there is neck to neck competition. Who is winning? Who is losing? The margin is very insignificant, right? But nonetheless, only one can become the president of United States of America. So all the world, the entire world, is glued into hoping that the best candidate wins, right? Whether Mr. Donald Trump wins or Mrs. Kamala Harris wins, we want to make sure that the best candidate is selected irrespective. With the current, the nugget that I was trying to disclose is, with the current onset of bearishness in the Nifty IT index, right? There is a possibility of Mr. Trump winning, right? There have been analysts out there, and we had even disclosed it, right? In terms of who has, a slight, what do you call, who has a slight higher probability of, winning the markets, right? Let me just post it over here. Give me a minute. It is all about probabilities, but nonetheless, this is one sentence from one of the articles that I've come across. Analysts have already begun preparing for Donald Trump's victory. Now, whether Mr. Donald Trump wins or whether Mrs. Harris wins, but nonetheless, it is going to be memorable. It's going to be cherished for a lot of time, with the amount of competition that both the parties, the Republican well as the Democratic Party, have been, facing, the way they have been contesting in their rallies, and the way people have been responding to, who would be the best candidate to select for the US elections. So there is a lot at stake, and tomorrow will be the day when it will be unveiled as to who has, ultimately become the 68th president of the United States of America. I hope people are able to understand. Yes, we're going to keep it short and to the point, right? From a 1.5 hour live streaming session, we have condensed it to 1 hour, trying to make sure that first and foremost, sorry, our focus lies on informing which of our hot stocks have been. Remember, the markets are currently are going to move. Are dynamic. So we have to make sure that, are we able to adapt? Are we able to improvise based on the way the market fluctuates? Whether the market goes up, down, whether the market is bullish or whether the market is bearish, correct? That does not change any kind of perspective in terms of what will happen, right? We just want to make sure, are you and us, are we able to make profits by providing you with trading opportunities, right? And if we are able to provide you with trading opportunities that can make you money, that too in the English share market where we have just stepped into, right? Our entire focus has been in terms of proving that yes, we are capable, we are competent enough in providing our to showcase our trading potential by achieving a 97 profitability in a matter of less than 2 months, right? Over a span of 27 trades, we have been able to showcase that we have been able to achieve a 97 profitability, and that's too in the English share market where we are just entering. So if we can provide such extraordinary results in the English share market, you can be very well rest assured that we can provide much more value, much more opportunities in the international markets, the forex markets, the commodity markets, the gold and silver markets, as well as the CFD markets, correct? So I hope people are understanding. I hope people are getting the real crux of why we hold, why these kind of live streaming sessions are being held, so that they can inform the masses that yes, there is a company that is, working towards, providing the client with money. We are not just providing you with learning opportunities, we are providing you with earning opportunities as well, right? So our mantra goes as this: learn as you earn. When you can do so well in the English share market based on our credentials, I'm very much sure that we can provide you with much more value, much more trading opportunities in the international markets, correct? And the forex and CFD and commodity, the gold and silver markets. Hope people are able to understand. Let me give you a quick recap as to what the markets have been doing. We started with understanding that yes, we have our watch lists where there have been trades which are running, and we are just here to improvise, to adapt to the ever changing market conditions, correct? As you could see, IP rings was doing quite significantly well. We have been sitting almost at a 7 to 7.5% profitability based on the entry given on 30th of October at 200 level, right? For people who have taken a trade at 230, yes, prices have come very close to the average price, so you should be starting to make money. But for people who have joint late, whether you can consider it to be luck or a sign from the universe, nonetheless people are sitting right now at a 7% profitability. To all those people, please, it's a humble request that you can close the trades, you can close and square off the position so that you can capitalize on the profitability that this trade has given based on our trading, based on our hot stock, based on our trading strategy. We did talk about how the Nifty has been overall bearish. We showed you the analytics based in terms of even the FIIs have been pulling out funds from the economy, but the DIIs, surprisingly today, I mean, based on 1st of November, have also been pulling out funds from the economy. So there has been an overall deficit, right? There has been majorly a big outflow of funds. With the uncertainty of the US elections tomorrow as to who's going to win, the markets are taking a step back. There is uncertainty in the market. There is a little bit of pessimism as to what might happen. So nonetheless, hopefully by tomorrow, after the results have been mentioned, remember the US election results would be will be out only, I guess. I'm not sure of the timing, but we can check it. Let me check on the web page and let me search. When will the US election results be announced? So let me check one web page which shows. Now in terms of the winner, in terms of the timings, I cannot see any particular timing, but generally the polling will start, around 7 to 9 p.m. US Standard Time, right? So it will be anyways late based on our England Standard Time. So it's going to be around 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. England Standard Time, approximately. Remember, it all boils down to the time that the ballot boxes, the votes are being counted, and then the calculations that have to be taken over. But nonetheless, the results will be out only after the, remember, here it is mentioned between 5:30 and 7:30. So the stock market will be closed by that time. So the implications of the US elections will not take place on 5th of November for the England stock market, but will take place on the 6th, right? So be aware that we can expect good amount of fluctuations, maybe not much in the Nifty and the Sensex as an index, but we might definitely have a good amount of volatility in the IT index, right? Because the IT index is usually dependent on US consumers from USA, and since the US elections will be affecting the policies, and the politics will be influenced to a great extent, it will have a trickle effect on the IT index, because the IT index is very majorly affected with any kind of policies or fluctuations or uncertainties that are taking place in the United States of America. So nonetheless, we are having a bias as to who might win, what might be the results, but let the results be out and come out, and we will know it by the 5th, or hopefully by the 6th, right? Once the markets open and how the markets are responding. So please, people, take this opportunity to learn as much as possible. In the third live streaming session, we will be focusing more on maybe the US elections, as well as talking about how just one day from now, the fate of the next president of the United States of America will be, will be written in stone, correct? So with so much of stiff competition between Mr. Donald Trump and Mrs. Kamala Harris, right? With the Republican Party against the Democratic Party. So a lot of speculations, a lot of opinions around going in the air, but nonetheless, we will be aware and we will keep you posted in terms of any changes, any improvisations, or any new hot stocks that would be coming onto you. So please make sure that you are stay tuned with us. Make sure to keep following us, keep attending as many live streaming sessions as possible. I make sure to provide you 3 live streaming sessions right from morning till evening. So please make sure to be there for the third live streaming session, where we will be covering more about what are we anticipating, right, for tomorrow's big day in the United States of America's presidential elections, right? So I will see you in the next live streaming session. For anyone who has doubts, can always write down in the chat box. My team of assistants will make sure to resolve any queries you have, or when we are having the live streaming session, if you have any queries at that moment, I will try my best to resolve your queries for those as well. All right, so I hope you all have a great evening ahead. All right, and I am awaiting for all of you in the third live streaming session. All right, so until then, take care, namaste, and bye bye.